Everybody, and welcome to London's Leicester Square. We are here to celebrate the premiere of Downton Abbey, the grand finale. How are you all feeling? It has been absolutely pouring here, but the sun is coming out. I think they know that the stars are on their way. We are going to be meeting the stars of the fantastic film. We're going to be talking to the writer and creator, the wonderful Julian Fellowes, about this last instalment of his masterpiece series. And we're also going to get the chance to ask the director, Simon Curtis, a couple of questions about what it's like to direct not just one, but two Downton Abbey films. So tonight we are here live and we're being beamed into cinemas all around Leicester Square. And we're joined by an audience online. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. We're going to be looking at comments and questions throughout the night, so please start putting them in now, and we might just put them to the stars themselves. I'm Rihanna Dillon, and it is my absolute pleasure to be your host for this evening. Now, without further ado, let's look at what we can expect from Downton Abbey, the grand finale.
It's hard to accept that it's time to go. Your friendship has never been more important to all of us. But the future of Downton Abbey is now in Mary's hands.
He will be a sensation.
Lady Mary must go now. She's divorced. I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have come.
This really is the night that shook the world.
That is what's happened. Now we must just get on with it.
What about her running Downton? Don't you want her in command?
The world is changing. The way we talk, the way we dress, the way we deal with each other.
Surely you're entitled to have some fun.
Classic Mary.
Welcome back, my brother.
Cora.
The news is bad, isn't it?
How could you tell?
I've known you since you were born.
Hal's made a real mess of things, hasn't he?
Don't you see what this means for Downton? You look back and think about all the changes you've witnessed.
You're the daughter I never had.
I'll treasure those words.
Families like ours must keep moving to survive. And all of your support is more important to me than I can say.
If Mama were alive, what would she do?
Long live Downton Abbey. Amen to that.
I think I spoke too soon about the rain. We are going to be joined very shortly by the film's talented cast, including Hugh Bonneville, Laura Carmichael, Jim Carter, Michelle Dockery, and all the other fan favourites, and as well as those familiar favourites. Do you remember a cheeky little chap called Guy Dexter? He's coming back to our screens, played by the wonderful Dominic West. So I can't wait to speak to all of them. But I'm not actually alone here tonight. Here to help welcome the stars as they arrive, we have the incredibly glamorous Charlie Marlowe. How are you getting on down there, Charlie?
Hi, Rihanna. We're doing well down this end of the carpet. I am here with the biggest Downton Abbey fans I could possibly find. I've got a few right here. How are we doing, ladies?
Woo! Really excited.
How are you feeling about watching Downton Abbey, the finale?
Can't wait. Just really, really really can't wait. I went to the auction today, the auction house, and watched at Bonham's, and everything just got me so excited for tonight.
Is there anyone that you're particularly excited to see? Any favourites you've got?
It's got to be Michelle, Lady Mary.
She is just absolutely fantastic. How long have you been a fan of Downton Abbey?
Since season 1, yeah, and she shares my birthday. We're birthday twins, so yeah, love her.
When's your birthday?
15th of December, same as her.
Stop it. Oh my God. And there's been so many changes we've seen in Downton from series 1 all the way to the final film, the grand finale. What's been some of your favourite changes?
Oh, just all their relationships and how they've, just grown. And yeah, I love Lady Edith. I love her story. She's been fabulous.
I mean, I'm not going to give anything away because that would be very naughty, but I have seen the final film. Lady Edith, absolutely incredible in the grand finale. Honestly, some of her lines are just brilliant. I got the chance to interview the three of them today, Joanne, Froggatt, Michelle and Laura, and they were all absolutely brilliant. It was the highlight of my day. Apart from being here, of course. Have we got any celebs? Oh, we've got Mr. Julian Fellowes on the carpet. I'm so excited. Rihanna, I'm throwing it back to you, babes. What's going on down there?
We've got so many glamorous people wandering in and out of the red carpet. The rain is staving off just for a minute. We're going to have a fabulous jazz band who are going to be coming on very shortly to get us dancing. I'm seeing some gorgeous kind of sequined outfits. Everyone is really embracing the 1930s theme. I've even got a little necktie, just a little nod to the 30s. Charlie, is there anybody else down your end who you can see? You mentioned the incredible creator Julian Fellowes. Is there anybody else?
Eyes on Mr. Julian Fellowes. Hello, sir. Looking very dapper tonight.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you. You don't look so bad yourself.
Well, I tried my best, sir. Lovely to meet you. As I said before, I have had the honour of seeing the grand finale, and I couldn't have asked for anything better. It was honestly, I just think it had everything that is Downton in it. Were there any favourites? Any favourite parts, that you kind of had there? I thought Lady Edith, this film, was so funny.
No, well, I tried to give them all a bite of the apple, really. But anyway, let's hope we succeeded.
I know, definitely. I can't wait for everyone to see it next week. But it was absolutely brilliant. I won't keep you, sir. It's a very wet carpet tonight, so I'll let you go down and speak to Rihanna. Thank you so much. See you later.
Thank you so much, Charlie. So with a film like Downton Abbey, a huge amount of work goes into bringing the 1930s to life with lots of incredible location filming. Let's take a look behind the scenes to understand what it took to bring this story to the big screen.
Camera and action.
In Downton Abbey 3, we're in 1930 and it's the crawlers against the world.
Don't you see what this means for Downton?
Times, as per usual in Downton, are inexorably changing and full of dramatic events.
The news is bad, isn't it?
How could you tell?
The principal adventure for the crawlers this time is the social calendar. To go to the races and to go to the theatre and see London society before the whole thing implodes. It's scandal.
Lady Mary must go now. She's divorced.
I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have come. Lady Mary's divorce has opened up a new chapter in her life, a daunting one.
That is what's happened. Now we must just get on with it.
What about her running Downton? Don't you want her in command?
But she's ready to embark on taking the reins at Downton.
A lot of the characters are looking at retirement, at renegotiating life as they knew it.
The world is changing. The way we talk, the way we dress, the way we deal with each other.
And it was very exciting to work with new characters.
Julian, he's so good at picking the little jewels from every era, and have Noel Coward in is such a bold move because he's very much the soul of that time.
Noel was this total powerhouse of theatre and a style icon.
Bravo!
And all these characters that audiences love, I think of them as my family.
This one really upped the scale. The costumes, the story, it's glorious and glamorous and stunning.
I think this is a beautiful way to end it. I'll miss it.
The future of Downton Abbey is now in Mary's hands.
He will be a sensation.
Downton is made for the big screen. I love being able to go to a cinema and just put my phone down and just be immersed in it and escape. Long live Downton Abbey.
Amen to that.
That's fine.
It's insane. Like, all the characters are so fleshed out, and what I particularly love about Downton is there's no like one particular main character. Everyone has their own journey. Everyone has obviously been so clearly thought out, and no single episode like just has one storyline. It's all built in, very cleverly written, and yeah, everyone's just amazing in it.
As Mr. Julian Fellowes says, everyone gets a bite of the apple in this film. Are there any storylines in particular, moving on from the last film, that you're excited to see expanded in this film? Any little nuggets?
Absolutely. Both of us are so looking forward to seeing Thomas's arc. Yeah, he's been like our favourite since the start. He's misunderstood. He's not evil. Yeah, our guy Thomas.
I think we've all got a bit of a soft spot for Thomas, haven't we? We can't not. Babes, what about you? Who's your favourite character?
Similarly, Thomas, I loved watching him go from this sort of villain character, and then he's got hidden depths, and you realise like how interesting and how difficult his life must have been in the 1920s, and you get really attached to him. And he's finally finding happiness, which we love for him.
This is what we like. I mean, where are we going to find him in the grand finale? Obviously, he went off with Mr. Guy Dexter. Where are we going to find him now in this film? I don't know. Where do you think he's going to be?
Well, I have seen a couple of clips here and there. So.
Oh, have you now?
But I don't know if I'm privy to share them. I mean, if they're out there, then... Yeah.
We'll have to leave it on that. You'll have to wait and see. Rihanna, what's going on down your end, babes?
We have got so many people coming in, taking photos. I have never seen such an enthusiastic crowd. It is gorgeous to see, and everyone is really embracing the old school Hollywood glamour, because that is the sort of hangover from the last Downton Abbey film, and we still see quite a lot of it in the grand finale. It is absolutely gorgeous up here. I think we need to see some shots of the beautiful, beautiful crowd.
I have got someone very, very exciting down my end of the carpet. I have got Mr. Jim Carter, aka Mr. Carson himself, with me. So, what an honour. I'm such a big fan.
Are you really? Oh, how lovely, Charlie. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for providing us with such an iconic character for so many years. I mean, one last time at Downton. How does it feel?
Well, this is fantastic. What a way to wrap up, you know. I mean, the film's called the grand finale, and this is the grand finale, and the rain has stopped for us, thank God, you know.
Thank heaven. The heavens have literally closed to give Downton its final goodbye, as it should. Jim, I won't keep you any longer, but what an honour, sir. Thank you so much. And
Very nice to meet you. Have a nice evening and stay dry.
you too, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Back to you, Rihanna.
Thank you, Charlie. Oh my goodness, I'm so jealous. It's so lovely to hear all of the fan theories as well, and also just the love for all of the characters. I'm very excited to hear about the reaction to what happens with Robert as well. I'm just trying to see, I saw Imelda Staunton earlier. That was quite the thrill. We've got some gorgeous people coming up the red carpet. I saw Jolie Richardson looking so beautiful in red. I can see so many actors are coming in now. I've got some fantastic interviews coming up very, very shortly, so stay tuned.
I mean, we have got all the stars arriving down this end. It is non-stop. I'm loving it. Babes, we just had the Mr. Jim Carter himself in our presence. You got to speak to him. What did you ask? Did you ask him a question?
I didn't, but he tried to sign my forehead, which was quite memorable. I think he's just incredible. Oh my gosh.
Excuse me, where's the pen mark on your forehead? Did you not accept?
No, I know. I was ready for it, but I think it was more of a pantomime than anything.
Now, can I ask, what would you have asked him if you asked him a question?
Well, I'm an actor too. I'm actually going to school. That's why I'm American, but I'm going to school here for uni. And I just any advice for actors. But I just think he's brilliant. I really do. Yeah.
Who's your favourite character in Downton? Is it Mr. Carson?
It is. It's my dad's favourite. I love Barrow, but I do love Mr. Bates and Anna. Aren't they just incredible?
Their love story. I mean, that woman, Anna, has been through so much. I just hope in the grand finale she can finally rest. I mean, we know. Can I say that she's... I'm looking at the fellow fans. She has one child. Can I say anything else about that? I don't know. I'm sure it's in the trailer, but I don't want to get sacked, so I'll leave it there. Rihanna, what's going down there at your end, babes?
I can see the very gorgeous Michael Fox on the red carpet, chatting away. Do you know what we haven't yet talked about? It's just how moving this film is. I hope that everybody has brought their tissues to the screen tonight, because there will be so many tears for so many reasons. I think fans are obviously delighted by the mere existence of this film, but also really, really incredibly sad to say goodbye to all of these characters they've loved for the past 16 years. I've never seen a following like the Downton fans.
Absolutely, of course. Oh, hello, we are live. I am live with Mrs. Hughes herself, Phyllis, Logan. Madam, hello.
Hello.
I mean, a vision in partially red. You look absolutely gorgeous.
I love my little pussycat, no, what are they called? Kitten heels.
Kitten heel. Always got to be a kitten heel on a carpet, especially one that's sodden.
I know. Look at that. Look.
Look at the water. Oh, goodness. But at least it's stopped. Downton, the finale, the grand finale, might I add, is getting the respect.
It's a washout, that.
I mean, we are finally seeing this fantastic, incredible institution end. I'm not happy about it, but I have got to say, I have seen the grand finale, and it is absolutely spectacular. Are you happy with how Mrs. Hughes' story has not necessarily ended? You never know, but where she's up to.
Well, I don't think it's an ending for any of us. It's, one could say, a new beginning. Yes.
One could.
Downton Abbey, the new beginning to come that nobody's going to see, but we'll all be still doing it. Yes.
Well, fingers crossed. I won't keep you any longer, but thank you so much, and it was so lovely to talk to you.
Thank you very much, and I hope everybody enjoys it when they get to see it.
I know they absolutely will. Rihanna, back to you.
We are joined by writer and creator Julian Fellowes and two-time Downton director Simon Curtis. Thank you so much for being with us here at the premiere this evening. How are you both feeling?
Well, thank you for asking us.
Very excited.
Very excited. Now, Julian, obviously in the 1930s, the world was on the cusp of so much change. So what kind of changes were you interested in exploring in the grand finale?
Well, I think the whole show was fundamentally about how the upper classes had to accept that they were no longer going to be the governing class, and that the various changes, great and small, that came. And I would say that was what the whole thing was about. So in a way, this is a resolution of that, really.
Simon, you've now directed 2 Downton Abbey films. So what did you love the most about returning to the world of Downton in this?
I think it's a love letter to family, and there's the most brilliant ensemble of actors, and I am a director who loves actors, and it does not get better than this.
Julian, in the film we get this incredibly sparkling performance from Arty Froushan as Noel Coward. So why did you want to include the famous actor and writer in the story? What does he bring to the film?
Well, I think in every era there are certain players who seem to embody the era more than others. And, you know, Marilyn Monroe, and one can think of others. But for me, during that period in the 30s, Noel Coward was the spirit of modern show business. He was the new world. He was on good terms with the old world, so it wasn't hostile and angry, quite the reverse. But actually, originally, my son Peregrine, who's here, said to me, I think it'd be a good idea to have Noel Coward in the film, because we were opening with the opening of Bittersweet, which is the beginning of the film. And the more I thought about it, the more I agreed. And then happily, so did Simon. And we felt that he would embody the world they were embarking into, really.
He's absolutely perfect. He nails that performance.
And people think of Noel Coward as this elderly gentleman, but in 1930 he was 30.
Yeah.
So we were very lucky to find Arty, who has the star quality to pull it off.
And so full of life. The film is just full of the beautiful cinematography that we've come to expect from Downton. So what are the challenges of wrangling together some of the more incredibly complex scenes? Because you do have some very sort of wide-scale ones that we see.
Yeah, well, I'm very lucky to have a top team of department heads who do a lot of the work for me. But it is quite intimidating when we do a scene, say, at Ascot, where we're ready to shoot and half of British Equity turns up to be directed.
Yes. Julian, this is supposedly the last outing for the Crawleys. What are you going to miss the most about the characters?
Well, I've enjoyed it, you know. Yeah. I mean, it's been very good fun for a long time. I mean, I've done other things during those 15 years, but Downton was the sort of spine of my life for those years. And I hope that all the people who worked on it enjoyed it as well. I'm sure there are some who didn't, but nevertheless, I think it's a sort of club we all belong to now, and I hope it's a membership that lasts.
It absolutely will. Thank you so much, Julian and Simon. Charlie, what's going on down at your end of the carpet?
Rihanna, we have had the biggest influx of celebs. I should say Downton cast. I'm just celeb spotting. I'm loving it down here. Babes, who have you had the chance to speak to today?
We've spoken to Phyllis, Logan, Hugh, Bonneville, Raquel, Cassidy was here a minute ago. It's been amazing.
Oh my God, who are your favourites that you've seen tonight?
I'm a big Hugh Bonneville fan, so it was great to see him.
Downton Abbey, the grand finale, or Paddington?
Oh, it'll have to be Downton.
Good, very good answer. If you had said Paddington, we would have had a falling out. Okay, who have we got here? Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. Rob, sir, do you mind if I could have a quick word with you?
Sorry, go on,
yeah. Be careful, Babes, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of you. We're seeing Thomas back. Go on, you can. And I've got every faith in you.
Can multitask.
I've got every faith in you. We're seeing Thomas come back. He's back for the grand finale. his redemption arc has been like something.
Redemption
arc has been like. So I'm going more man because I'm with you.
You're from Manchester?
I'm from Liverpool, but I've lived there. I've lived there long enough. I mean, how does it feel to bring Thomas back for one more time?
Say that again, sorry.
How do we feel bringing Thomas back for one more time?
Oh, it's great. It's brilliant. It's fantastic to be here. I have 4 children and a mortgage to pay, so that's why I'm here.
That is the best answer I've heard.
People here, the beautiful fans here.
Of course it is. It's our beautiful Downton fans. Rihanna, back to you, babes.
I love him so much. That was absolutely the most honest answer I think we'll probably get this evening. There is so much going on the red carpet. We've just had Julian Fellowes and Simon Curtis. We've got some incredible people lined up for you as well. So we will keep those stars coming. Please join me in welcoming Jim Carter and Phyllis Logan, everybody.
Hello, good evening.
I've been told off for being too loud by Jim over here.
You're echoing all over London. I heard you in Hampstead.
That's what we want. We want to spread the word of the grand finale. Phyllis, the sort of slow burn love story between Carson and Mrs. Hughes is one of the most gorgeous storylines in Downton. So where do we find them in this final chapter?
Divorce courts. That's a joke. Nobody's listening. Anyway, yes, no. They're still, struggling on. He can't accept the fact that he's retired. Or semi.
No, I'm retired. I'm retired and not happy about it at all. I'm useless at being retired.
Yes.
Well, what do you do? There's only so many teaspoons you can polish, in your little cottage.
So many carrots you can pull out the...
Steady, Phyllis.
Vegetable carrot.
So Mrs. Hughes is always giving me good advice and telling me to calm down, for goodness sake. Quite right.
So we still we muddle along.
Beautifully, I might add. Thank you so much for being here to talk about the man, the myth, the legend that is Carson. Can you tell us one of your favourite Carson moments throughout the history of Downton?
Famous Carson moments? I mean, there's so many to pick from. I think sort of rolling up my trousers and going paddling with Mrs. Hughes and holding hands. I mean, that was an iconic moment, yeah. But then I also love the quiet moments. So occasionally just standing outside as the butler outside Highclere Castle / Downton Abbey before all the cars rolled in, and there was a moment of quiet looking out over the whole of Berkshire laid out before me, thinking, this is all mine. Loads of moments.
So
Difficult to
many.
pick a single one.
Of course. And Phyllis, one of the most significant friendships in Downton is between Mrs. Hughes and Mrs. Patmore. So how has their relationship changed over the years?
Well, it started off, they were sort of adversaries more than anything else, mainly because Mrs. Hughes kept the keys to the store cupboard ridiculously, because it was Mrs. Patmore, the cook, who needed them more than anybody else, because she had to go and get all the produce and the vegetables and whatever from the store cupboard. But that was a big bone of contention between us. But then I think our relationship with each other softened, mainly because we're both women of a certain age, same age, with similar backgrounds, I suppose. And also then when there was one, season 2 or 3, I don't know what it was, when I had a sort of cancer scare, and Mrs. Patmore came along with me to the doctors and all that, and was a great support. And that sort of cemented our friendship. And then it's grown and grown into, like, they're just best buddies, Mrs. H and Mrs. P.
But nobody can stay sort of grumpy with Mrs. Patmore for long.
True, absolutely not. Thank you both so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
very much. Thank you.
So if any of you have got tickets for the West End Cinema, please go and take your seats right now, because Downton Abbey, the grand finale, will be starting in there very, very shortly. Go now, quickly. Michael Fox.
Hello, how
Hi,
you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm excited to be here.
Are you enjoying the evening? I've seen you like chatting to fans, wandering their red carpet. How's it going so far?
Oh, it's always just really special to, you come to these events and you realise how far the reach of this show is, and to see all the fans of the show and how much a huge part of their life it is, as it is for me.
Yeah.
And so it's just, it's just always really amazing to appreciate just how special a show it is, and feel lucky to be here.
It kind of opens the film with a real sense of like evolution. So how much is Andy a part of these changes, and how excited is he to embrace a new life?
Well, I think from where he's come from, he was a footman for a week in London, and now they can't get rid of him. Can't get rid of the guy. So he owns the place. He's got the keys. It's his gaff now. So.
It's been, about 10 years?
It's been 10 years
of
for
your
me,
life,
yeah.
which is incredible. So what are you going to be the sort of saddest to say goodbye to?
Well, I mean, the people that we've made it with for 10 years, made amazing relationships, friendships with, and hopefully they'll last forever. And I came in once the show was 5 seasons in, and I was welcomed into the fold, and I've just made such fantastic relationships from it. I feel, very grateful to be a part of all of this,
It's really lovely to see the bonds both on and off the screen this evening.
Yeah.
Michael Fox, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Enjoy your night.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Joanne, you need absolutely no introduction as Anna Bates, but welcome. You look stunning. How are you feeling?
I feel really excited. I'm really excited to see the audience reaction to the film. I've seen the film myself with a group of my peers, and it was very emotional.
You said you sobbed.
I did. I mean, I pretty much sobbed at the end. Yeah, it got me in the best way. Very happy tears.
Where do we meet Anna then in the grand finale?
Well, Anna's heavily pregnant with her and Mr. Bates' second child. So Anna and Bates are in a great place. You know, they're very happy. They're about to put the cherry on top of their family. Yeah. And the future's looking bright.
From the very start, Anna and Lady Mary were close, but their relationship sort of develops deeper and deeper. So how does it develop in this film?
I think very much the same. They're very loyal to each other. They, they really respect one another. And Anna has, Anna asks Mary a very important question at some point in the film.
What do you appreciate the most about their friendship and just generally seeing female friendships of this kind of period on screen?
I love that Anna and Mary are in very different social positions and very different positions of power, and Anna always respects that as Mary being her employer. But there's still a loyalty between them, and there's still an equality. And they're both very strong women in their different ways, and they really champion each other. And I think, as women, we always need to do that.
We absolutely do, and I really love that aspect about them. What do you think has resonated the most with fans about Anna's journey?
I think Anna has been through a lot, and
that's
her and Bates have been through a lot, and I think there's always something lovely, isn't there, about seeing someone that's very genuine, and her and Bates' love for each other was very genuine, and against all the odds, again and again, they came back together, and that's a lovely thing to follow, isn't it?
It really is. Joanne, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you very much. I hope everyone enjoys.
They absolutely will. Charlie, what is going on down at your end of the carpet?
It's still looking good, Rihanna. I mean, I'm going to bounce off your question with Joanne there. What moment has resonated most with audiences? I've got two of my favourites, dare I say, members of my Downton audience. They are huge fans. I want to know, what moment in Downton has resonated with you both the most?
I would have to say probably something with the Dowager Countess. I think that a lot of the audience is gonna, she had so many iconic moments in the show, but she also knew when to have like a really heart-to-heart with everyone. And I also think watching all of the other cast members react to her passing and the Dowager Countess's passing will be like something very fun to explore through the movie and see how people react. Yeah.
No, for sure. She was definitely the heart of Downton, and we love her so much. What about you, babes?
Well, for me, it's the music. When she was 12, she played the Downton Abbey theme for a piano recital. And every time I hear that music, my heart just stops. So the music is so important to me.
It adds on to the acting. I feel like you can't have a good show without a good score that adds on to the already brilliant acting, you know? Yeah.
Absolutely. I think the music is just, it's also quintessentially Downton, but it's just, the music just brings you back to that moment. It's just amazing, amazing. Back to you, what's happening over there?
We've We are joined by some of the phenomenal cast here. Look at Penelope's coat. Gorgeous. Don't you look stunning?
Two of the most handsome men.
They are incredibly handsome men.
Very, very handsome men.
Hi. So, if you didn't know, we are now joined by Hugh Bonneville and Penelope Wilton and Alan Leech. Thank you so much for coming, celebrating Downton with us here at the premiere.
I just want to thank Penelope for turning off the rain. Very good of you.
Yes, thank you, Penelope.
Yes, as soon as I walked out, the sun came out.
Well, I think it was the
does.
rain dance in the car that you did. It's quite fantastic.
We're all very grateful. Penelope, so Isabel has always been quite a modern woman, I think it's fair to say. She's not afraid to shake things up. So how does this play out in the county fair committee in the grand finale?
Well, it was very, very enjoyable to have sometimes the last word, because when I was with Maggie, I never got the last word.
How does the film sort of pay tribute to Dame Maggie Smith?
Well,
and
I mean,
the
her
Dowager?
constant presence. There's a big portrait of her. But and we miss her terribly. And then her dancing with Alan, of course, at one moment, you see at the end. But we did do a whole paean to Maggie when she died as Lady Violet. And so we managed without her. But personally, we all had our memories.
Yeah, of course. And Hugh, you play one of the most significant characters in Downton, the King of the Castle, Lord Grantham. So Robert and Cora's marriage is at the heart of Downton, I think it's fair to say. So where do we find them in this final chapter, and what have they learned from each other along the way, do you think?
Well, Cora and Robert are sort of set fair, and Robert is finally coming to terms with the fact that it is time to contemplate the notion of retirement, which for someone who was born into an environment in which he literally, his sole task was to conserve and preserve the castle, the idea of handing it over to the next generation comes pretty tough. Yeah. But Cora is sort of ahead of him and gently guides him into the future.
As always. And Alan, from socialist chauffeur to capitalist car dealer.
I know, it's been quite the character arc, hasn't it?
It really is. And we've had some fans who are very excited to find out what's going on with you in the film. So where do we find him? Is he still disrupting dinner parties, or has he calmed down a bit?
I think he's calmed down. He doesn't quite disrupt the dinner party, but he may stall conversation for a couple of minutes, given some of his ideas. But he, in this movie, Edith picks up the Branson bat phone, and he's straight down the M4 to help out. Yeah. And he comes again as a voice of reason, and they're really to support Mary and Edith. And I love that within this movie, the female characters are so empowered. And I think it's a beautiful way to end this because they've been so important and integral throughout the storytelling of Downton, but they really shine in this story, including this wonderful lady beside me.
And did any of you have any idea of the impact that Downton would have when you were filming your first scenes?
We'd all be billionaires.
You'd have bet on it. What is the impact that you think it's had on the fans?
Well, it's been an extraordinary 15 years, there's no question. Of course, none of us had any idea. I remember our boss, Gareth, even saying, forget the idea of a 3-year option, we won't even get past season 1. Nobody wants to watch a costume drama. We keep being told that. And here we are all these years later. I think what's the legacy of it, really, is the effect that it had on our audience and the fact that they wanted more, and that the number of messages we get still to this day saying what it's meant to people in their families. As a viewing experience across generations, that's been a remarkable part of this adventure.
Hugh, Penelope, Alan, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your night. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Here we go. Harry, Michelle, Laura, thank you so much for joining us. How are you guys feeling? Good. Yeah, excited. Excited. Harry, let's start with you, because as the film opens, Bertie and Edith are in London for the season.
Yeah.
What exactly does that entail for you guys?
Going to the theatre.
Yes.
and probably a lot of partying and
Dinner
not
and
a lot of
dancing.
care for our children. I'll be frank.
Don't see the children at all.
They didn't really come into it. I'm told that's a period thing.
Yeah,
Where are they?
Yeah, where the hell are... I don't
I
know.
was wondering that.
You have a very good nanny.
They definitely loved, but yeah.
But yes, a very good nanny. Michelle, you play the one and only Lady Mary. She's obviously a brilliant character, used to being the belle of the ball. Where do we meet her at the start of this film?
Well, she's going to a ball and is really looking forward to it, and then gets kicked out of the ball, so which she's not used to. But we find her in a bit of a predicament, and you know, everyone rallies around to kind of help her out of you know, this difficult patch, which her sister is, you know, very helpful.
Well, I was going to say, you guys as sisters have been through quite a lot over the years. How do you think that your relationship has developed and changed, and where do we leave you?
It's great, this film. We get to see them have some fun together.
Yes.
Shopping and having lunch and... Fortnums. And yeah, Edith feels she can
London Montauk.
step in and try and smooth things over for Mary as she's struggling with the shame of divorce.
Yes. What do you think have been some of the high moments for Edith over the years?
I mean, so many.
You don't say me, I mean,
She did
I'm
so
gonna be
well.
furious.
She married so well. That's it. She got her happy ending, and what a happy
That's
ending.
me. That's my,
It's
that's my
you.
middle name.
Yeah.
Happy ending.
Yeah, it's a long name.
Harry, happy ending.
Harry, happy ending, Hadden-Pato. All the H's.
Harry, do you remember your first day on set and what it felt sort of joining this already established
Yeah, I
ensemble?
was a fan, so
Right.
I was terrified. I think the first day I had to walk into the library, and I've since seen other actors do this, so I know how scary it is. I had to walk into the library, and they're all sitting there
Yeah.
having their tea, and I had to pretend I'd never met them before, even though I was a big fan. And then I had to cry because I had a cousin that I loved that had died. So it was properly terrifying.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
But they were very welcoming. They put me at ease, and I very quickly felt part of the family.
We always made sure we've made newcomers feel really welcome.
Of
on
course.
the show.
Michelle, how do you think that the trajectory of Lady Mary and the fact that she isn't necessarily a stereotypical period drama heroine, how do you think that she's impacted the roles now for women in period dramas?
Oh, I hope she has.
Icon.
She's, yeah, well,
iconic.
I
You
think,
say it. You can say it.
yeah, I think she's a trailblazer.
Yeah.
And you know, like all of the women on Downton, I think, you know, they've always been a step ahead and modern. Yeah, I've just adored playing her.
Yeah. We've adored watching all three of you. And also the costumes are always such a thrill to see. So how do they play a part in the storytelling of this film, the very glamorous 30s that we see them in?
Yeah. Well, we're in the 30s now, so the gowns really go up a notch. Cut on the bias, backless, dramatic gowns. So yeah, I think there's sort of some of the best ever we've had on Downton.
Yeah, I think this is our favourite.
Is it your favourite era?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
those dresses, they're just incredible.
A massive thank you to Harry, Michelle, Laura. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Enjoy your
you.
evening. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
It has been an absolutely wonderful evening here at London Leicester Square. I'm so sad that we have to say goodbye. Thank you all so much for coming out to celebrate Downton Abbey, the grand finale.
And thank you so much to everyone at home for being a part of this night. We have absolutely loved bringing you all the glitz and glamour from the red carpet here in the West End of London.
The time has come to bid you all farewell. But remember, before we go, that Downton Abbey, the grand finale, is out on Friday, the 12th of September. Make sure you go and watch it in your droves. You will not be disappointed. But from both of us now, thank you and good night.
Bye.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to London's Leicester Square. We are here to celebrate the premiere of Downton Abbey, the grand finale.
I am live with Mrs. Hughes herself, Phyllis Logan.
But I don't think it's an ending for any of us. It's, one could say, a new beginning.
One last time at Downton. How does it feel?
What a way to wrap up, you know. I mean, the film's called the grand finale, and this is the grand finale, and the rain has stopped for us, thank God, you know.
Well, I've enjoyed it, you know. I mean, it's been very good fun for a long time. I mean, I've done other things during those 15 years, but Downton was the sort of spine of my life for those years.
I think it's a love letter to family, and there's the most brilliant ensemble of actors, and I'm a director who loves actors, and it does not get better than this.
You come to these events and you realise how far the reach of this show is, and to see all the fans of the show and appreciate just how special the show is. And yeah, feel lucky to be here.